So we're just leaving the apex, Daniel Cormier
Yes.
and I. The camera doesn't know what it's doing, who to focus on.
It can do what it's doing.
The eyes might, the camera might be like Waldo Cortes-Acosta's eye right now.
That was crazy.
That might have been one of the craziest situations because obviously last week we had Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane on a crazy eye poke.
Yes.
Have you ever seen anything like that, DC? What happened tonight?
No, I've never seen anything like what happened to Waldo Acosta, but I also recognize the difference, right? We do recognize the difference with the champ. Champ got double poked in the eye.
Yes,
So for people that are going to rush to try to say that this kid fought and Tom Aspinall didn't, much different circumstances. But yeah, it was, dude, to restart the fight was crazy.
Yeah, because Anti-Delay, obviously this thing is losing you now.
No,
now it's back on you. He was looking really good. He goes out there, he swings this wild combination, and then Costa covers up. The referee steps in. We think the fight's over.
Yes.
And then we see on the replay it's an eye poke, and we're like, what is going on? There's no round time.
But even in our ears, they told us they can't restart the fight.
Yes, they did say that. It was uncovered territory.
I've never seen anything like this in all of the time that I've been involved with mixed martial arts. I have never in my life seen anything like it.
It was definitely a first. It's not. There's going to be a lot of people talking about Tom after this.
I don't think it can be directly.
No, it can't.
Related.
It can't. No, it cannot. It's just like fate almost. Like, because people are going to talk shit, right? Anti-Delay is a training partner of Tom Aspinall.
Yep.
Tom didn't continue. He said apparently he still can't see. So
he still can't see.
You can't talk shit. You can't. But Waldo did carry on.
And he knocked him out right away.
And then he knocked him out
That
cold.
was the craziest shit. Let me tell you something, man. Here's the thing, right? You take the situations because they are different. They are not the same. And you look at them individually. Acosta said immediately, I'm at about 30% of sight. I'm at about 30% of sight. He's getting a little better. He's getting a little better. Bro, he was mad when he went back in there.
Oh, yeah.
He was mad. And then Anti-Delay, I've seen a couple instances where it was in a Drew Dober fight against the kid out in Canada. Low blow stops the fight. Dober gets 5-minute recovers, knocks him out. Then we also saw that one fight where the kid got a knockout. They restart that fight and then end up going to decision. So many crazy things have been happening. What I do appreciate, though, is that Mark Smith was very assertive in that moment. Mike, he never did this. He never waved the fight off. He said, replay. There was a signal for replay, and he made sure that we saw the replay before he made a determination. It was crazy, man. This was a crazy night, crazy instance, and I can't believe it happened still.
Yeah, no, it is one of the craziest things. The eye poke situation. Sorry, DC. I'm dragging it. I'll send you a copy of this.
All good, all good.
Put it on your YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to DC's channel, what are you doing, by the way? Main event, we also had Steve Garcia taking on David Onama. Holy shit, right?
Dude, he's good, man.
Steve Garcia, man.
He's really,
Talk about
really
this guy, DC. Come on.
He's really good, bro. You literally said he's fighting the perfect fight. You said he's fighting the perfect fight. I thought that Onama would give him something more in return.
Yep.
It seemed like Onama was waiting to get started, and Garcia was like, yo, the moment you say I can fight this guy, I'm going to go and fight this guy. And that's exactly what he did, and he ultimately ended up getting a knockout for it. It was very impressive by Garcia. And he's showing, man, that he is a very viable threat in this weight class. He really is.
Yeah, Steve Garcia now 7-0. 6 finishes as well out of those 7. Well, not 7-0, on a 7-fight win streak, should I say. Called out Max Holloway for the BMF.
I don't know that that'll happen, though.
That isn't going to happen
it's a little bit of a stretch call.
Charles Oliveira called out Max. Max kind of accepted it on a stream.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
So that's probably what's going to happen next.
That's
but I'll tell you what, Steve Garcia, keep an eye on that name. Always a pleasure working with Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, man. That was a fun night. We always have so much fun.
It's a fun night, and it's crazy because so many people were talking crap about this fight card. They were.
But that's generally what happens, no?
I know. And look at that. There was almost all finishes. I mean, there was
on the main card.
Yeah.
It went crazy. The prelims, they might have had some decisions, but once we got to the main card, it was all gas, No breaks.
Anyway, I'm going to continue this review a little bit later because DC's like, bro, we've just worked 7 hours on live TV. He gets in the car, going to the airport. He's rushing for his flight because he's late. And I've got a camera in his face.
It's all good.
I do apologise, DC.
Anything for my boy.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, so I just left DC, just walking through Vegas airport. Tremendous night of fights, as I was saying, at the Apex. Just touching a couple more subjects on the main event. So Steve Garcia, I think he's got a very, very bright future. Potential champion, maybe one day. I mean, there was nothing about that performance which wouldn't suggest it. Beautiful head movement, very educated pressure, cutting off the cage, and clearly got power in his hands. Because David Onama's a really tough person to finish. He's a great fighter. He was on a great run. So fair play to Steve Garcia. He was talking about Volkanovski as well, saying that he's holding up the division. So be interesting to see who he gets next, but I doubt it will be Max Holloway.
I want the Rocky Balboa story. I want the one with Max Holloway at the BMF title, man.
And then one more time on that co-main event. Now that DC's not in the car even. Yeah, Cortes-Acosta. I mean, he used to play baseball. He was known for throwing a ball over 100 miles an hour, I believe. So the right hand is his big weapon. Last time he was up against Sergey Pavlovich, didn't get the job done, but had a good showing. I really feel for Ante Delia though, because people, again, the eye pokes, man. We're sick of talking about this at this stage. It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't intentional. So therefore, all the people that are talking shit about Ciryl Gane, if you're going to talk shit about Ciryl, I guess you're going to talk shit about Ant. But Ant's a really good guy. Ante, should I say. Great guy. Awesome person. Honourable fighter. Did not mean to poke him in the eye. But he did. Definitely had a adrenaline dump. Because he came over to me and he was celebrating. I was trying to signal to him, you poked him in the eye. You poked him in the eye. And he was like, yeah. And then obviously he had to find out that the fight was back on, which is a crazy one. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Yes, when I fought Anderson Silva, he thought he'd won when he landed that knee in the 3rd round. But he hadn't won. The fight was still going on. That was just a problem on the side of Anderson Silva. So we've never seen that before. And then obviously the fight starts. And he's probably just kind of cruising a little bit, throws a jab, and then Cortes-Acosta counters with that vicious right hand, drops in a few more shots, and he was out cold. So big things for Cortes-Acosta, and he was talking shit as well. And there's going to be a lot of people online, as I say, talking shit about Tom Aspinall right now, which you can't do that. No eye pokes are the same. They're really not, you know. And it's all just unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Ant. It's unfortunate for Waldo Cortes-Acosta. He was the one that got eye poked, and apparently his eye's still looking really bad. He can't see out of it, and it's all cut open and stuff like that. And obviously unfortunate for Tom and Ciryl Gane, because Ciryl Gane was looking good, and I'm sure he didn't mean to poke him, even though when you look online right now, it says that Ciryl Gane is the dirtiest fighter on the roster, which again, is bullshit. You know what I mean? Right, what else did we have on the card? Jeremiah Wells defeated Temba Garimbo via decision. Hard fought one before that. Oh, this is an interesting one. A lot of people talking about this online. I'm going to switch my arms because my arm's getting tired. You can see I'm getting old, but there we go. I'm left-handed. Hold it in the left arm. That'll be better. Yadir Del Valle, right? Undefeated Cuban fighter. He was 9-0 going up against Isaac Dulgarian. A lot of people are making noise on Twitter saying that this fight was fixed. Okay, apparently tons of money came in on Yadir Del Valle, even though he was a big underdog. So everyone's calling the fix. I'll tell you what, I commentated the fight. It did not look like Isaac Dulgarian was not trying. It looked like Yadir Del Valle has got a bright future in this sport because he's 10-0, he's undefeated, he's big, he's strong, he's a black belt in BJJ. But of course, the toxic Twitter MMA fan base is going to do what they do. But that was not a fake. That wasn't a setup. You know, that wasn't a fix. But let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but I haven't looked into it. I haven't done my homework. I just finished commentating, rode here with DC, and now here I am talking about it. Before that, Charles Radke versus Daniel Frunze. You get the submission in the 3rd round. And then opening up the main card, Alan Nascimento got the job done over Cody Durden. Submission, 2nd round, Anaconda. Hold on. We're talking So my flight was supposed to be tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Rebecca looked online, there was a cheeky little Spirit Airlines flight, which I'll be honest, isn't the best airline, but it gets me home, because if I stayed in Vegas tonight, I'd go and have dinner, I'd probably have a few drinks, let's be honest, and I got a first class flight on Spirit Airlines back to Orange County. It's only a short flight for $195. Economy was 100, first class was 195. I've flown first class on Spirit before and it was a decent experience, but I get to go home. Rebecca will pick me up at the airport, wake up in my own bed tomorrow and not hungover, not rough, not with a headache, and then have a nice Sunday with the kids. It's been a crazy few months of travel, but I'm now finally home for a couple of weeks before I fly off to Doha, Qatar. If you're going to be out there, let me know in the comment section. But let's go through some of these other fights. Billy Elakana got the job done over Kevin Christian. He was making his UFC debut. He kept circling one way over and over and over. Billy Elakana, boom, overhand right, drops him, sits him down, gets the job done. Before that, Timothy Kwamba defeated Chang Ho Lee via decision. Dante Johnson making his UFC debut after coming on the Contender. He got a win over Cedricus Dumas. Keep an eye on the name Dante Johnson. Very raw, 7-0 now, but the man's really good. And I like talking to him, I like watching him fight. I like doing the research on him because all of his fights are super explosive. Anyway, been waffling on for a little bit now. We're at the airport here now in Vegas. I'm starving, haven't eaten a thing all day. I had a steak and eggs this morning on DoorDash and nothing. So do I get a snack? Do I get a beer? That is the question, but we'll spin it around here. Only in Vegas can you gamble at the airport. Do I have a little gamble? It's not really my thing, really. Vegas, baby, Vegas.